Don't tell me I have to talk to him every time I build something. Bruh. Psst. Hey, Sturgis.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Okay, that's pretty big. I did say it was gonna be big. Not sure I have the power for this though. Nope, but I can build a big generator and make it happen. More power. That should do. Everything's all juiced up. I will deem this device the railroad.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Beam me up, Scotty.
I have some things to do first.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll keep tuning this baby. Although we won't know if it's gonna work until we actually try it.
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Beam me up.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
It's the first time we've hijacked a teleport.
Ready when you are.
Please don't melt me, Sturgis.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Yeah, don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
Preston
Scanning for the
standing in
Institute
awe. Just,
signal.
what are we about to
Tracking
do?
RF. And got it. Hold on to your butt.
I believe we are in. Basically, Preston's in the background being like, what the hell? X324 cursor. I assume those are 2 coursers, and then this is me, which hijacked a signal. And what was this? Sturgis holotape? That works good. Well, we got the info we needed. That we wanted.
Go cough up a
I wondered if
hairball.
you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
You don't deserve my help.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival.
You're not
Decades
fooling
of
me.
research,
Get lost.
countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground.
Yeah, you know, you kind of kidnap people.
Someday, perhaps, we can show
Shoot
them
at me
what
a
we've
lot.
accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Calm down, you freak.
Yeah, I'd like to see my kid again. That'd be nice. Yeah, they kind of, you know, kidnap people. Don't worry, we're making them better. How? Well, we replace them with robots. Why? Oh, the boy.
Shut up, Grandma. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father?
Get
Father,
lost.
help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. You're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Angry rabbit.
All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated.
Dude, you got 3
than you
seconds
could
before I start
imagine.
opening up.
You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am Your son.
Wait, what?
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me,
That's kind of gross.
and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
You don't remember. You didn't see it the way I did. It was brutal.
Yes, I'm sure it was. Sadly, the world has become a brutal, unforgiving place. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of that,
Isn't
where they
that
just
what
think it's
you want?
okay to, you know, just open fire on people.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been
I
through
definitely
so
don't think I'm
much
siding
in
with these
such a
guys.
short time.
They're
The Institute
too
can provide
curious.
a better life than anything above. You've been
Science
in
may
the
have gone
Commonwealth.
too far this time.
You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too.
Just
I
shut
simply
up.
ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna side with them
The
for
Institute
now,
is
just
now
so I
your
can
home,
learn
as much
things and
as
then
it is
totally not
mine.
betray them later.
Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems.
Dr. Lee.
They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
I remember her from Fallout 3.
Not very friendly, are you?
If thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. But it's kind of out of character. I guess I have to meet the division leaders before I can leave.
Damn it, Galden, what the hell is going on down there? I have to convene an emergency directorate meeting because of this screw-up. That synth was a prototype. It was absolutely not ready for field testing. The mess it caused in Diamond City threatens decades of work to keep us out of the spotlight. I will be very clear. My legacy as director will not be tarnished by your division's mistakes. I am going to find out exactly who approved any sort of operation above ground, and that person will be held fully accountable.
Wait, what?
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There you go. All set.
Operating at full capacity.
Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with
Doc.
you.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments.
So you're giving me the rundown on how everything works and how
So,
easy it would be to
now
take
that
it
you're
all
here
apart.
and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
I've heard stories. And the surface sure sounds scary.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
True
Quentin
Food
is such a
Supplement
liar.
77 has
How'd he
been
know what the surface is like?
discontinued?
He's never been up there.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free
Good to
to
see
enjoy
you.
one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. You're here.
Shut
Glad
up
you made
already.
it.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
I'll take a look, sure.
Supplements. Thanks, MIT. Advanced systems. Let's go talk to Madison Lee. Good old Fallout 3 reference.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father. and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive.
Take your sales pitch and shove it up your ass. Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
Screw you, then.
Child synth prototype may truly be.
Well, what's next? Bioscience? We can go ahead and, first of all, they got dank water. Free water, more importantly. Get Virgil's stupid thing here. Just gonna borrow that. Yeah, I'm not convinced these guys are truly good guys, man. Seems almost too convenient.
Sounds like your problem, not mine. Sweet.
It is I, the burglar of all your high-powered microscopes.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Oh boy, that's it. I'm out of here.
Alright, well, they have gone a little too far in my opinion.
It's remarkable that any
What's
child
next,
can survive for
Velociraptors?
so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, no, I want that lettuce.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Good to see you.
Let's see, where did Virgil work?
You're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone
Let me
down
grab
here.
this thing while we're here. Lots of lettuce. Just the urge. An older office. Science. Man, that staff meeting's gonna be a nightmare. Just like he's got mud on his boots.
Yes.
Dirt doesn't exist down here. FEV lab. I might be on the right track. Electricity bad.
Nice.
Well, that almost ended me. I just have a few stim packs, by the way. Just a small amount.
Standing down.
Assaultron. I need to recover some health before I attack that thing.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
That's it.
Scanners clear. Contact.
That was shockingly easy. I'm unsure if it's going to explode, though. I never know. Guess not. Take that, robo turd. Found the emergency toothpaste. It's a win-win. Just taking all their garbage.
Got it.
The hell happened here? I see. Those are some tough turrets. What's going on with the cats here? I don't quite understand. There's an FAV lab after all. Maybe they're experimenting with super mutants. I mean, that's what Virgil turned into. Wouldn't surprise me.
Sweet.
Don't know why they fed them cats. It's kind of cruel.
That's it.
Rude. Well, visit the Institute and you get a crap ton of microfusion cells. Canned food.
Terminal should open this.
Really, we're having the terminal glitch again? Can't access the terminal. Oh my god. Did you see that? Door disappeared. Oh my god. Knew it. I knew they were messing around with super mutants. Alright, now where's Virgil's stupid serum? That looks about right. Thank God they're wearing underwear.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board: exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
So it seems like the Institute created the super mutants in this area. Which is super cool of them. Thanks, guys. Turbo dicks. Just like the Brotherhood, aren't you?
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
And synth retention.
Protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if you're not.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Scanning.
Hey.
Report
Subject
anything
identified.
suspicious to the SRB.
So these guys are like the secret
It's an
police.
honor to meet you, sir.
Knock some heads together.
It's just remarkable.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results. Will this time as well? We'll see.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you.
Excuse me, Doctor.
But try to remember
So,
that synths aren't people.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping, that matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Ta-da. Yeah, the robot was definitely faulty. After I blew its brain off.
Clearance confirmed.
Well, hello.
Hi, mister.
Nice costume, freak.
Alright. I think this is a good stopping point. As any step really goes up there. I am going to call it here, because we have been going for quite a while, though. But progress was made today, so that's a plus. And I gotta keep recording short, because my hard drive space, so, yeah, the full power armor thing was kind of hilarious. Just up here and just like, sup, bitch! Anyways, yeah, this is, well, another episode out of the way, I suppose, and see you all in the next one.